would appear the future of his marriage doesn't look as exciting.
We're going to continue to expand globally.
Andy Byron, CEO of a billion-dollar AI company, and Kristen Cabot, his head of human resources, were seen shrinking in panic at the concert. He's married with teenage children. Kristen Cabot has been divorced for 3 years. She was hired just 8 months ago. And now that 15 seconds of video is having a devastating impact on both of their lives.
You do have to think about the children and the spouses. We're all laughing about it, but they're all families and stuff.
There are a lot of damage.
I think cheating is an abomination, okay? And this man has a wife, he has children, these kids are gonna have to watch and see this. They don't look, I would be devastated if I was his wife.
This whole Andy Byron affair with Kristen Cabot is probably the most gripping cheating scandal this nation has seen since Tiger Woods boinked like 2 million women.
This Kiss Cam zeroes in on mortified tech CEO Andy Byron and alleged HR chief mistress Kristen Cabot.
Problem here is that Andy Byron is married to someone other than Kristen Cabot, who, again, the irony of her being head of HR, and he has 2 children.
It's even a photo. This is his, I don't know if this is accurate or not, but people are saying this is his wife.
Kristen turned around in shame and then fled. It was very clear that something was awry. The Coldplay singer even calls attention to it like they might be having an affair or they're just very shy.
Do you think if they had not tried to hide, Coldplay would have moved on?
100%. I think if they acted natural, no one would have thought twice. What a cute couple. I mean, I'm sure people in their inner circle might have caught something, but I definitely wouldn't have posted that video if the reaction wasn't the way that it was.
I feel like this isn't a good way, and if you're gonna get caught cheating, it shouldn't be like this.
Well, maybe he should have thought of that before he was cheating.
The CEO of a billion-dollar business is in damage control after his affair with a colleague was exposed.
You the only person that like Coldplay? You didn't think somebody else in the stands might be a member of your company, astronomer?
Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
The woman who shot that now infamous Coldplay kiss cam that caught 2 executives apparently cheating is speaking out.
I could have never guessed that it would be such high-profile individuals in the video. I do feel sorry for their partners and spouses that they had to find out this way.
Don't cheat on your wife. That makes you a scumbag. Let's just start there. Full stop.
Yeah. Oh, look at these 2. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
But apparently, this couple will not be fans of Coldplay for long.
They're both married, not for long.
So Coldplay hasn't made a single in years, and now they just made 2 last night.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Welcome back to Tea Time with Tina. Okay, so Andy Byron's wife just unleashed the fury we've all been waiting for. And no, it wasn't some polite PR-filtered statement. It was raw, it was personal, and it was aimed straight at Kristen Cabot, the HR executive who thought she could sneak around with someone else's husband and not get burned.
28-year-old Grace Springer was at the concert at the Gillette Stadium in Boston and captured the moment that has now been viewed 53 million times.
We'd like to say hello to some of you in the crowd. How we're going to do that is we're going to use our cameras and put some of you on the big screen. So please, if you haven't done your makeup, do your makeup now.
What are we going to do? My wife is here.
You said she's in row P. She won't even see us.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
What started as a viral kiss cam moment at a Coldplay concert, complete with awkward body language and Chris Martin's now iconic joke, has spiraled into a full-blown reckoning. Because Megan Byron, the woman Andy humiliated in front of millions, has finally spoken. And her words? Well, let's just say Kristen won't be forgetting them anytime soon. Andy Byron didn't just ruin his marriage. He managed to do it with confetti flying and Chris Martin cracking jokes in the background. This isn't some back-alley affair with a blurry photo and a denial tweet. No, this was betrayal, televised in HD, in a stadium packed with 60,000 people. And the best part? It was all captured during a Coldplay concert. The band known for healing hearts, not breaking them. Andy Byron, millionaire CEO of Astronomer, decided it was a good idea to drag his HR chief and secret side piece to a concert, snuggle up like it was prom night, and pretend no one would notice. Except, of course, the kiss cam noticed. The Jumbotron zoomed in, and there they were, Andy and Kristen Cabot playing footsie in public like this wasn't a workplace scandal waiting to erupt.
The New York Post front page headline, Dumbotron. I spoke with workplace expert Stephen Viscusi.
This requires, to me, not one, but 2 resignations.
Fortune magazine is predicting severe consequences for the company's culture, reputation, and financial stability.
So I'm in HR, and I'll tell you exactly what's happened in the last 12 hours with the CEO of Astronomer and the head of people that they're having an affair, and it's been found out. First off, she's already been scrubbed off the company website. But this is part of probably a very big investigation that is happening right now. They're dedicating a ton of resources to, but also concurrently, while this is happening, because of all this media attention and social media attention that's been transpired, they need a response. Like, they have a PR crisis team just figuring out, all right, what do we say? What do we do? And obviously, there's going to be heads that are probably going to roll right now. They're going to find out who knew, what was said. Were they doing this during company time?
Over the weekend, 50-year-old Andy Byron resigned as CEO of Astronomer. A company statement said, "Our leaders are expected to set the standard in both conduct and accountability. Recently, that standard was not met."
And then, the moment that sealed it, Chris Martin, the human embodiment of emotional support music, looked at them and joked, either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Oh, look at these 2. All right, come on, you're okay? Oh, what?
Oh, Chris, you had no idea you just detonated a corporate bombshell with a throwaway joke. Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, they moved like wolves. It didn't take long before people figured out exactly who these 2 were. LinkedIn profiles got screenshotted. Wedding photos were uncovered. Job titles were confirmed. And within hours, Andy Byron's face was everywhere. Not as a genius CEO, but as the tech bro who got outed by Coldplay.
Who blew the whistle? The 2 executives caught on that now infamous Coldplay kiss cam were first identified on a TikTok account of someone who apparently works at the company. Oh my God, that looks like Astronomer CEO Andy Byron and Astronomer Chief People Officer Kristen Cabot.
Okay, so there's a photo of them, right? This is their little tech company. This is Andy Byron. And right down here is the Chief People Officer.
And Kristen Cabot, she wasn't just any employee. She was head of HR. Yep, you heard that right. The one person in charge of enforcing workplace boundaries was out here breaking the juiciest one of all with her boss at a Coldplay concert on camera in front of tens of thousands of people. You can't even write satire this good.
HR is such trash, by the way. Like the entire business of HR, like every single HR department is just an absolute nightmare of people who are constantly being used to attack the best people in a company and then do stuff like this, right? On the side.
Now here's where the plot thickens. Megan, Andy's actual wife, the woman who helped this man, the mother of his children, the person who supported him while he ran around pretending to be the next Steve Jobs. She found out about the affair the same way we did, on social media. Imagine scrolling through TikTok and seeing your husband cuddled up with his employee while being roasted by Chris Martin. But Megan, she didn't lose it publicly. She didn't write a 12-slide Instagram story. She didn't give an exclusive to People magazine. She did something far more powerful. She removed his last name from her profile. She locked her accounts, she deleted Facebook, and that silence was deafening.
Eagle-eyed observers online noted his wife has already changed her Facebook profile, removing her married name.
His wife has now deactivated her account. The wife later dropped her married name on her Facebook account.
The internet rallied around her instantly. People were calling her the definition of grace. While Andy was being turned into memes and TikToks with clown music in the background, Megan was becoming a symbol of strength and self-respect. And then, like a plot twist in a prestige drama, came the confrontation. According to insiders close to the Byron inner circle, Megan and Kristen met in private. No cameras, no press, just 2 women and one enormous betrayal between them. Megan allegedly looked Kristen straight in the face and said, You knew he was married. You've been in our home. You know our kids, and you still chose this. And what did Kristen say in response? The most generic, spineless, PR-infused nonsense imaginable. It just happened. Girl, you didn't slip and fall into a VIP box at a Coldplay concert with your married boss. You planned it, you dressed for it, you did your hair for it. This wasn't an accident. This was an RSVP'd mistake.
Don't cheat on your wife. That makes you a scumbag. Let's just start there, full stop. But if you want to be a retarded scumbag, then you can go cheat on your wife at a concert where you're liable to be put on a massive camera in front of everyone, tens of thousands of people here in Boston.
Megan lost it and said some words we can't say in this video. But after that, she just walked away. No hug, no handshake, just cold, hard truth. And the kind of emotional control that most people couldn't summon if their life depended on it. After that confrontation, Kristen vanished. Her LinkedIn, frozen. Her astronomer profile, quietly scrubbed from the leadership page. Public statements, non-existent. She went from HR boss to corporate ghost in a matter of days.
52-year-old Kristen Cabot's fate still hangs in the balance.
Andy Byron, and right down here is the Chief People Officer, Kristen Cabot, Chief People Officer. Although the weird thing is that if you click on their LinkedIn's, and poof, they're gone.
And let's not forget, this is the woman who was supposed to uphold ethics. The one who led employee trainings on consent and boundaries. The one who probably emailed everyone about mandatory anti-harassment workshops. And now she's at the center of a scandal that made astronomer the corporate of ethics joke on the internet. The irony? She violated the very rules she was paid to enforce. And now she's hiding in a digital bunker, hoping the internet forgets. Spoiler alert, it won't. Weeks later, Andy Byron emerged from the wreckage to deliver a public apology.
Saying, quote, "I want to express how troubling it is that what should have been a private moment became public without my consent. You're in a public place."
It sucks. Are you joking? It's bad.
It's terrible.
It's stupid.
It read like it was generated by AI trained on sad CEO statements. It was as if ChatGPT wrote it while half asleep. By then, Megan had already filed for divorce. The public had moved on, not from the scandal, but from any illusion that Andy had integrity. His apology felt less like remorse and more like legal strategy. And it didn't help that it came after his entire world was already in flames. Nobody believed he was sorry. They believed he got caught. Let's talk numbers. Andy Byron is reportedly worth over $60 million. And guess what? No prenup. That means Megan, the woman he humiliated on a global stage, is walking away with at least half, and potentially more if workplace misconduct plays into the settlement. And honestly, she deserves it. Every single penny. She supported him for years, raised their children, protected his image, and while he was out here playing corporate Romeo, she was holding the family down. Now she's holding the receipts and the cash. Let's not forget the man who accidentally exposed it all. Chris Martin, Coldplay frontman, musical angel, and now unintentional whistleblower. A few days after the scandal broke, he addressed it on stage again. If you haven't done anything sketchy lately, you've got nothing to worry about when the cameras pan over.
Chris Martin sending out a warning to concertgoers days after an appearance on the big screen had a man and woman ducking for cover.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Having an affair or very drunk.
The Coldplay frontman's assumptions seemingly accurate, as the man, identified as married astronomer CEO Andy Byron, has since resigned from his position. The woman he was spotted getting close with? That's the company's head of HR, Kristen Cabot, who Byron is not married to.
The crowd erupted. He didn't need to name names. Everyone knew. And that's what made it iconic. With one line, Chris reminded the world that integrity matters, even during a concert. Megan didn't cry for attention. She didn't drag anyone on social media. She didn't sell her story to the tabloids. She did what powerful women do. She handled her business, privately, efficiently, with dignity. She confronted the mistress. She protected her kids. She walked away from a man who betrayed her and took a giant slice of his empire with her, all while keeping her head high and her mouth shut. She is the blueprint for how to destroy someone with class. Andy Byron, reputation in ashes, marriage gone, tech career hanging by a thread. Kristen Cabot, disgraced, disappeared, and forever known as the HR chief, who couldn't follow her own rules. Megan, respected, rich, untouchable, the internet's new favorite woman. This wasn't just a cheating scandal. It was a full-blown corporate takedown, complete with lawsuits, shattered public trust, and a CEO learning the hard way that the internet never forgets. Now let's hear it. Should Kristen come out of hiding and face the music, or keep pretending she doesn't own a phone? Can Andy ever recover from this, or is he the next cautionary tale in the corporate hall of shame? And does Megan deserve more than just half of that $60 million? Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit that like button if you're Team Megan, and don't forget to subscribe for more savage celebrity and CEO implosions. Because sometimes karma doesn't whisper. It plays a stadium tour with Coldplay. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed my content, feel free to check out some of my other videos on the top of the screen. Until next time, stay tuned, stay safe, and stay informed. Only on Tea Time with Tina.